protesting a tax on Barr only illuminate his point. When the press can malign a respected, seasoned man who could have been happily in retirement, just like the president, frankly, decided to come in and actually be a real public servant and serve his country again as AG. They basically just say, oh, he's a cheat, he's a henchman, the most dangerous AG in the country. Well, it exposes the press for what they really are. They're irresponsible, obvious activists. All right, there's breaking news tonight on a story we had planned to bring you out of South Philadelphia, but first the backstory. Now, the residents there were outraged over plans to open a first-of-its-kind injection site. Now, this is a place where drug addicts can shoot up off the streets. Now, if you find that troubling, you're not alone.
You can find another safe alternative to get this done. I don't think it's a good thing for South Philly.
This is unacceptable, and you were a sneak about it. Look at us when we tell you, Mr. Rendell, you were a sneak.
I am a recovering addict, and this has affected my life. We are enabling people, allowing them to come shoot dope.
It is here that I must remind you that liberal billionaire George Soros spent $1 million to elect Larry Krasner as the DA in Philly, someone who supports proposals like this one. Now, tonight, because of community outrage and questions from shows like ours, the plans for this particular injection site were scuttled. Now, that's good news. What the bad news is, they're still looking for another location to open this travesty. Joining us now is Linda Kerns, attorney and founder of the group Broad and Liberty that's fighting against these proposed sites wherever they go. Linda, how can you all combat these millions of dollars from folks like George Soros, who are changing the landscape of criminal prosecution in the United States for the worse? They're doing it in Fairfax County, Loudoun County, right here in the D.C. suburbs, too.
Laura, this is absolutely terrifying. We have far-left activists that have decided to try to normalize heroin addiction in Philadelphia, and people are scared and people are fighting back.
Well, the mayor was asked about this, and his point, Mayor Kenny, his point was that, look, a guy just died on the street. I think it was last night when he said, or 2 days ago, just died on the street, overdose on the street, right in front of this school. So we don't want that to happen again. We want to bring people into these sites where they can be safely injecting themselves, I guess. He acts like it's a humanitarian thing to do, and anyone who questions it is heartless and cruel.
Right. He calls it compassion, but there are different ways to show compassion. And one of the ways that we're doing it in Philadelphia is our U.S. Attorney, Bill McSwain, a Trump appointee, and he has been aggressively prosecuting the drug traffickers and the pill mill doctors. He recognizes that to stop these drugs, you have to stop the supply chain. And that's one way that we're fighting back.
Well, I saw Ed Rendell was up there in that video that we showed, and he actually spoke about this in an interview with Fox 29. Let's watch.
I think people misunderstand what Safe House is. It's a clean injection facility. We don't handle narcotics. People have to bring their narcotics with them. We give them clean needles, and we make sure that the needle that they use in Safe House is confiscated before they go out on the street.
BYON, bring your own needle, and then the needles don't go in the streets and go in the gutter and the sewer. I guess that's the argument.
Right, but it's legitimizing heroin and opioid addiction. And what about getting to the site and leaving the site? Think about the criminal element it will bring. Think about the people who are selling drugs who will be outside.
Linda,
no one deserves this in their neighborhood.
No, it's a travesty. Linda, we're going to continue on this. We're going to have you back soon. So where's Raymond been? Stay tuned to find out.
Friday, can they repeat Samuel Adams?